is this issue of vaping. Not so long ago, I did a program and I was absolutely flabbergasted, shocked to the core. In Masjid Furqan, Leicester, right? They had their monthly sleepover and I happened to be in Leicester. And alhamdulillah, you know, it was a beautiful opportunity to, for once, you know, engage with the youth over there. Because normally every Fridays I'm giving a khutbah somewhere around the country, but that week I was in Leicester and it happened to be on the same night when they were sleeping over. So we had a session and I was absolutely shocked. Oh parents, please give a moment out there, really ponder about what I'm about to say. One of the kids, you know what he said to me? He said 95% of kids in year 7, they are what? Doing the vaping. Allahu a'lam whether the figures are actually accurate or not. But when I asked the rest of the students who were there, is that true? They were like, yes. You know, sometimes you ask someone a question and he thinks like that. No, they were all like, yes. Sahih. Everyone is doing it. This was their response. They've even become extremely creative in how they hide the vapes. They would put it, you know, when you have a hoodie and you have that, what do you call it? A string? They would put it inside there. So they could smuggle it into the schools. They're not smuggling drugs into prisons, la. Smuggling the vape into the schools. Also now it's being smuggled through pencil cases. Excuse me, youngsters, you might think that I'm exposing your plots and, I don't know, maybe the teacher, when they hear this video, they're going to check your pencil cases. But this is exactly what's happening, brothers and sisters. Right? It has become the new pandemic. A lot of them, they use these vapes because it's become a new trend. Everyone is doing it. Let's do it as well. Seems pretty cool, right? So for the last week or so, I was trying to really figure out some practical steps because a youngster is asking me, how can I advise my friend? He's in year 7 and he's constantly messaging me on Instagram. Did you find the answer? Did you find the answer? Did you find the answer? What can he do? These are the following solutions that I can maybe inshallah ta'ala suggest. Right? Number 1, brothers and sisters, right? Stop hanging around with these people who use these vapes. Cut yourself off completely from these individuals because you are on the religion of your friends. He's doing it, or because it's cool, let me go and do it as well. Right? You have to identify the root cause as to why you may be doing a certain act. And a lot of the time it is because everyone else is doing it. Right? Be a leader, stop being a follower, brothers and sisters. We are in need of leaders. Right? We are in need of those who set trends, positive ones. Not people who are just like sheep. Oh, he's doing it, let me go do it as well. And when you're someone, my brothers and my sisters, who sets a positive trend, you will be respected in the eyes of the people, Muslim and non-Muslim. As opposed to someone who's just like a sheep. He does it, I'm going to go do it as well. You know, a hadith comes to mind. When one is placed inside of the grave, right? إن العبد إذا وضع في قبره وتولى عنه أصحابه وإنه ليسمع قرع نعالهم. After you are placed inside of the grave, and those who dropped you off have now left, you will hear their footsteps walking away. فيأتيه ملكان فيقعدانه. 2 angels will come to that individual and they sit him down. فيقولان له, and they will say to him, ما كنت تقول في هذا الرجل? What did you used to say about this man? Meaning the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know what his response would be? سمعت الناس يقولون شيئا فقلته. I heard the people say something, so I said it as well. Right? I heard the people say it, so I said it as well. Whatever the people were saying. You know what's going to happen? Right? An iron hammer is brought. فيضرب بمطرقة من حديد. In between his eyes, smashed. فيصيح صيحة. Right? He will scream. Everything will hear it. Except الثقلين, the jinn and the ins. You can clearly see, my brothers and my sisters, that everyone was doing it, so I done it as well. And look where it got him. Right? What I strongly advise my brothers and my sisters who may be trying their utmost best to stop this vaping is to sincerely make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal from the bottom of your hearts. You know, Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullahi alayhi in his kitab Ad-Da'a wad-Dawa, the spiritual sickness and the cure, he says, Ad-du'a min anfa'i al-adwiya, or wa min anfa'i al-adwiyati ad-du'a. From the most beneficial of cures is what? Ad-du'a. Sometimes we look at the concept of dua, wallahi, inshallah, and when he makes dua, it's half-hearted. His heart is not there. No, my brothers and my sisters, when you do it from the bottom of your heart, and you have conviction in Allah Azza wa Jal that He's going to respond to you, He will respond to you. Right? Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he told us in a hadith, right? Hadith Salman al-Farisi, I believe it was. إن ربكم حي كريم يستحي من عبده إذا رفع يديه إليه أن يردهما سفرا. Allah is too shy and He's too generous that when you raise your hands up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He sends you back empty-handed. Ad-du'a, brothers and sisters. I can say with hands on heart that dua changed my life. And I really, really want you guys to take this opportunity as well. If you're not someone who's making dua, then what I can say is that you are missing out. Of course, there are points that prevent your dua from being accepted, right? That should be taken into consideration. If you want an accepted dua, Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullahi alayhi couldn't have put it any better. I've explained it on my YouTube channel. It's called The Spiritual Sickness and the Cure Part 1. I took that passage from Ad-Da' wa Dawa and I just explained it. How to get your dua accepted, brothers and sisters. That's what number 2, right? Number 3, my brothers and my sisters. If you can, wake up in the last third of the night. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, عَلَيْكُمْ بِقِيَامِ اللَّيْلِ فَإِنَّهُ دَأْبُ الصَّالِحِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. Upon you is the night prayer. Indeed, this is the way of the righteous before you. What does it also do? وَهُوَ مَطْرَدَةٌ لِلدَّاءِ. It removes, right, sicknesses. Whether they are physical sicknesses or spiritual sicknesses. Many of those who are messaging in, right, they have now become addicted. He doesn't want to do it anymore. It feels like now it's become what? Something part of him and it's killing him. He doesn't want it anymore. It all started as a cool trend. Everyone's doing it. Let's go and do it as well. Up until he became addicted. You know what's so shocking, my brothers and my sisters? I came across these stats, which I want to share with you guys, inshallah ta'ala. There was a survey that was done. It's called the Truth Initiative Survey, right? Which showed a link between quitting nicotine containing e-cigarettes and improved mental health outcomes. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, I've never seen, from the time I started giving da'wah up until now, a rise in mental health as it is at this moment in time. It's gone through the roof. Mental health. Every other person that you meet is saying that I'm suffering from mental health. Right? These are the kuffar who are saying what? That there is a link between the two. The Sharia tells you anything that harms you is haram. And without a shadow of a doubt, this is harming a lot of people. Now look at the connection, right? They said 90% of those who quit said they felt less stressed, anxious or depressed. 90%. 47% of respondents who quit vaping reported that when they quit vaping, they felt more in control. What are some of the other practical solutions? I think we're on number 4, right? Reach out for help. Reach out for help, my brothers and my sisters. When you fall sick, right? What is the common thing to be doing? You'd go to the GP, right? Oh, I've got this ailment, I've got this sickness, please help me out. This is also a sickness and you need to reach out for help, right? It may well be that you have to speak to some of your relatives to help you through this journey, right? And I ask parents who are here to be a bit understanding. All the kids are doing it. What are we going to do? Are we going to kick them out of the house? Let's be a support system. If this is the child who's now actually suffering from this addiction. Also join a quit vaping program. Right? There are programs. You Google it, you may come across some programs that inshallah ta'ala will be extremely, extremely beneficial. Right? Join it. There's nothing taboo about it. We are sick. Let's find the solution for it. It's one thing, my brothers and my sisters, identifying the problem. Is another finding a solution. First, you have to accept I am sick. Right? Stop being in denial. I need to do something about it. Are you going to wait till you become mentally disturbed? Later on down the line, it begins to affect your personal life. It begins to affect your marriage, your relationship with people. Is that what you really want, my brothers and my sisters? I've seen enough people like that. And a lot of the time, the root cause for it was, like we said, doing things that are harmful to your body. And it has consequences, whether it may be weed, which has consequences long term, right? Alcohol. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless you all.
Ameen.
Ameen.